2, 3, 4.
Yes.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it on.
We're turning over.
Is it on? It's on. It's on. Kabaddi, 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 kabaddi.
You've been doing. Oh, you do a bit of kabaddi, don't you?
Yeah, I used to be in the kabaddi team actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I used to, when I was in Mumbai.
Yes.
All them years ago. I used to play for the Bengal Forces.
Funny old sport.
Funny, very strange sport. Yeah.
Carried shoulder high, weren't you?
Yeah, no, I was lauded. I was lauded, yeah, because I was very good at attacking, getting in over the line and tapping people and running away, you know.
And saying kabaddi
at the same time. Yeah, very simple game. Very simple game, but it takes a lifetime to master, Barry.
And is it true that Sky have picked it up now?
Sky have rebranded kabaddi. Well, they used to play kabaddi in the dust in the playground, you know, and now they've got it all like gladiators and all like, you know, a big computer game and all that, you know.
Funny, isn't it, Sky?
Yeah, Sky put loads of money into it.
Yeah, what other sports they got?
What, Sky?
Yeah.
Dog racing they got.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, no disrespect to kabaddi, but it's not the most complex.
No, it's not.
What
I
else
wouldn't
they
call it
go
a
with?
mainstream sport. Well, I tell you what.
Show ain't me.
I tell you what I watched the other day.
What?
Which I did like.
Yes.
I watched that Speedway on Ice.
Oh, it good.
It's good, that. I can watch that for hours. You know,
Speedway on Ice.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. The reason it's so dangerous is because when they on their motorbikes, they got all these spikes on them, so that they can ride on the ice, you know, without falling over. But sometimes when the bike falls over, you know, the spikes can go right into someone else, you know, if there's a crash. Very dangerous. I had to fork out a load of money for that sports guy.
I think that an element of danger in any sport is good. I'd like to see, you know, greyhound racing from Walthamstow, had they not knocked the thing down. But with rabid dogs, there's always a chance that one of them has got distemper or something, might attack the other one.
Or the crowd.
They
could run into the crowd and make it like, it just, you know,
I'd like
just
that.
gives the old stadium a boost, doesn't it? Think you could get rabies at any moment.
That. Yeah, anything like that.
I like it, like if they play football, you know, Premiership team or whatever, and one of the footballers is carrying a gun.
Yes.
And you don't know which one it is.
Oh, that's it.
And he can pull it out at any time.
Oh,
now that would really brighten the whole thing up, wouldn't it? Really like add an element of drama.
I love that. I'd like, you know, when a darts and they go the embassy darts.
Yeah.
From Sheffield. La 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 la. The whole thing blows up, you know. Or they get the old arrows and they turn round and it's like, what is it, 50 for a bullseye, what have you. Turn around, if you can actually hit it in, say, the crafty cockney's eye.
Oh, yeah.
The actual eye. Never mind the bullseye, the Eric Bristow eye. 100 points.
100 points, yeah. And it's like the dream shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd pay money to see that.
I'd
renew my Sky subscription if they could promise it.
Yeah,
God. You got there?
Oh, I've got it's a Kentish ale.
Is it?
Yeah. Although I don't think it's that bad.
No.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, listeners.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So first and foremost,
first things first, we are doing a show.
Oh, we're doing a show
on the 13th of May.
Oh yeah, but that is just the tip of the iceberg, mate. That is the tip of the ice. But a very big iceberg, bigger than what sunk the Titanic.
Yeah,
this berg.
It is like bigger than a fat berg. You beat me to it. This one's a preview on the 13th of May.
This was going to be our first show, really, of the tour, but we've been writing it, and we've decided that we're now going to call it Work in Progress. Aren't we?
Yeah.
We call it Work in Progress.
Don't get me wrong, it's very good. We've been doing a lot of writing.
Oh, my God.
And it's at the Underbelly on the South Bank, underbelly.co.uk,
something like that.
Something like that. And then we're going on to...
Oh, then we got a little bit of a break
Yes.
where we just be kicking our heels and smoking fags and going in a betting shop and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now we'll be raising money. And then we're going to go on the tour, innit?
Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
Can't wait to go on the tour.
Make some proper money.
Oh, yeah, some serious cash.
Oh, mate, some serious.
But not from tickets yet, from merch.
From merch?
Merch. That's where the money is, mate.
Oh, yeah.
From merch.
Yeah. We're going to do T-shirts.
Merch. Yeah. Posters. Mugs.
Mugs and that. You might cut off some of your hair.
Yeah, I'm sell some of my hair.
Some of your hair.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say about that,
Skin.
A bit of skin. I mean, I've got a lot of... I've got a pumice stone that I use on my ankle, on my ball and my foot. Very tough skin. I dare say if I
use it on my balls, which is also tough skin.
Tough skin on your ball, the one ball. The other one's soft as...
I lost the other one in Camden.
Oh, what?
I lost the other one in Camden.
Oh, I know.
You remember?
That was...
that was unfortunate, wasn't
That was...
on the escalator.
So what we're going to do is we're going to sell all the merch, but I want to just... So you're saying...
Sign fags.
Yeah. What I want to tell you is money don't make you happy.
No, it don't make you happy.
Always make you happy.
Yeah.
We're not doing it for money. We're
not
doing
it for money. We're doing it so we can get out and see you guys.
Because
we'll see you guys.
If it was for money, I'd do something else.
If it was for money,
I mean, your brother was very wealthy.
My brother was fabulously wealthy.
Did it make him happy?
Well, it did at first. It made him very happy.
Yeah.
But my brother, he made his fortune, as you know, in bouncy castles.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He had all these bouncy castles, and he'd go around, and he had other things too, like bouncy slides, you know. And how he got into the bouncy slide game was like he nicked one off of Ryanair.
Oh yeah.
And you know the escape slide.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, he nicked one off them, and he tied that to a tree, and then that took off.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But he was a pioneer with that, with the old like inflatable slides.
Yes.
And he tried it out first, and he thought, well, I better do it myself before I let anyone else go on it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he lost a leg when he went down the slide. Yeah.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, he had one leg for quite a long time, but then he became fabulously wealthy.
Yes.
Fabulously wealthy with the bouncy castles.
Yes.
You know, they all took off. And so he thought, right, I'm going to get my leg done, you know. And this is going like years back now, before the pioneering like technology what they got now. You know, it was all very different back then, and he wanted it done proper. So he went to Czechoslovakia as it was then.
Yes.
You know, and he said to them, "Can you stick me a new leg on here? Because this one's obviously not here no more." You know, and they said, "Yes, they'd stick a new leg on for you."
Yeah.
And he didn't ask. He didn't say. What
he didn't check
he didn't.
The paperwork,
no,
really.
He didn't check the paperwork. He didn't really ask about the procedure.
No.
And it was all in foreign anyway. So he didn't speak the language, and
he's a very wealthy man. He thought,
wealthy.
I want it done. I'll have it done.
Yeah, I want it done. I'm not going to muck about with actually understanding the procedure or what it is they're going to do to me.
Oh God, I vaguely remember.
You remember that?
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, they stuck this concrete bollard on his stump.
Oh God, that's on his right leg.
On his right leg, all the way up to his hip. They fused it to his hip using this
screw.
Use what?
A screw.
A big screw.
And,
and like cement, you know. They cemented it onto him.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a devil to get off again.
Yes.
Once it's on there.
Yeah.
But the upshot is, of course, he's got this concrete bollard.
Yeah.
Where his leg was.
Yes.
And now he can't go swimming.
I remember. But if I remember rightly, you know, I mean, he might try to make the best of it. He had some stone cladding put on it,
He had it sandblasted, he had it pebble dashed for a little while,
lovely.
But that used to scratch his other leg.
Yeah, and you think that's nice. Okay, he tried to make a feature of it. Yeah. In fact, didn't he have, he tried to have a pot plant sort of coming out the top of it a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's, at the end of the day, it was a concrete
bollard. It was a concrete bollard, yeah.
I mean, this is the issue. Your brother.
Oh, yeah.
All the wonderful thing. He had a
beautiful wife.
Homes in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, Belarus.
Bela Lugosi.
Constantinople.
Yes, all those lovely places.
That's right.
Could he enjoy it?
No, he couldn't enjoy it. He had a swimming pool in each one.
Yeah.
Right, as soon as he went in there, he sunk like a stone.
Oh, God.
He had to be rescued out of all the swimming pools. Oh, God. He tried everything, you know.
Well,
he tried having a China lilo around it.
Yeah.
Like, he put water wings on it.
God.
Yeah, everything.
I mean, he had a fleet of Lamborghinis.
Yeah, he had
got in it the moment that big concrete stump hit the accelerator.
Bang. That's
Bang.
right. Yeah. Beautiful Harley Davidson, but could he get his concrete leg over it?
No, he couldn't.
He had a lovely. He had five racing horses.
Yes.
And he got on one of them and nearly snapped its spine.
I remember.
So, you know,
he said he'd give his right arm, which was cement as well, for a proper leg, didn't he? But, you know, this is the thing with money. He can't buy you everything.
No, I mean, he would admit now that he was a bit hasty to have the concrete leg welded to his body, you know? And he felt if he had his time again, he probably wouldn't do that.
No, I don't know whether that procedure still exists. But, I mean, by the same token, I mean, you know, my brother Derek.
Yeah, with his balls?
Yeah, with his balls. I mean, my brother Derek, with his balls, I mean, he made a lot of money out of those, didn't he?
He did make a lot of money out of it.
God, blimey.
Yeah.
He had two massive balls,
right,
didn't he? And he used to go, remember he used to go on those fairgrounds and all that, roll up, and all that.
Roll over them.
Roll over them. And he made a lot of money, retired out Kent Way, didn't he? With Sylvia.
Yeah.
Anyway, we used to go and visit them. You know, you have to go in, there's a usual thing going, oh, look at my balls, lovely balls, Margaret, come look at Derek's balls, I've shined them up, you know, made a feature of them and all that, set out on his swing hammock.
Get the old brass on.
Get the old brass, you do all that, Derek, I've seen the ball.
Fine.
Yeah, fine, lovely, you've made a lot of money from your nutsack, very good. Okay, his lovely wife, Sylvia, she'd had all the work done.
Well, she has, hasn't she?
She's had a chin lift.
Got all the money to do it.
Got all the money to do it. She's had a boob job.
Yes.
She might get the other one done and all.
That's right.
But she's had an augmentation.
Oh, has she? Yes, an augmentation.
She's had her arse cheeks lifted.
Oh,
What's
right.
that called?
Arse lift.
Arse lift. She's had her nose done.
Yeah, she's had her eyes all taken up.
She had her eyes taken out and moved up a bit.
Yeah.
She's had all the hair on her ears done and that.
Yeah.
She had all her she had her gooch shined up as well on the NHS. I didn't say nothing about that, you know. Anyway, my mum got a little bit jealous. The old green-eyed monster.
It's a shame, though, isn't it? Well, because Derek's wife does. She looks amazing.
Oh, she looks
she's had now she's had her ear moved.
She's had her ears moved.
Yeah, she looks sensational.
And she's that wonderful thing she's done because she had quite a big chin.
Yeah, she looked like that thing out of Pan's Labyrinth.
She did, and so she had her chin it's just moved round to the side.
That's much
side
better.
Of her face, and it's quite, it's nice, and it means when
it's
she's
tastefully done.
Tastefully done. When she's gossiping about
That's
someone
right.
out the side,
she can smoke out the side of her mouth, and it's just
and eat at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay, she's a beautiful.
And she's had that other mouth put on the other side of her face. So
she has.
The eyes. That's money for you. That's money.
Right.
Yeah.
She had. She's had all that done, and she's had the boobs, the arse, the lot.
Gooch
has been done. Okay. Now, and that's it. And they've got the money to spend.
They've got the money to do it,
Yeah. But my mother comes and Barry should go. You know, what do you think of my arse? It's hanging down.
Going south.
Yeah, you know, I want the hanging down and that. I want my boobs done. I want my mouth moved round to the side, my eyes taken out and shit. I said, look, Margaret, to me,
and her forehead she wants done and all.
What?
Her forehead.
She wants
all her
that,
cheeks all lifted up.
She wants that tattoo removed from her head.
Made in England.
Made in England. She wants all that off. And I said to her, "You are a beautiful,
beautiful.
beautiful lady."
Then,
I said, "You don't have to go and have all the procedure that Sylvia's done. In fact, you know Brian Dawes, who lives up there, what was it, near
Southdown Way.
Southdown Way. He said that he got a little bit of experience with the cosmetics. So now we had it done.
Because he used to work at Quick Fit.
He worked at Quick Fit. We've gone in there. He's got a staple gun.
Well, that's because we used to work at Ryman's and all.
And all. We got basically her boobs. We taped them up with some sellotape, which we tied round her neck.
Tied them off round her neck.
Her neck.
Right. Well, that's the start, isn't it? Well, she must have been over the moon. Did you knock her out when you done all that?
He did. He with a wrench from Quick Fit. That's because he's got all the equipment.
Yeah, it's nice. Like
quick whack round the head. Taped her boobs up.
Anaesthetist.
Yeah, anaesthetist. He called it anaesthetist. It's more hitting over the head with a wrench. And she had her arse sorted out. Really, she had some of that taken off. And she
had that expanding foam stuck in there.
She had the expanding foam from when he done his the partition wall. In this extension,
that's right.
Lovely extension.
Beautiful.
Whether it quite goes
like
on the.
Well, the trouble with the expanding foam is it just does what it likes. You know,
it went all down her leg.
It goes wherever it wants to go. You know, where it'll just fill the gaps.
She's got, cankles. She's got kneekles. It's so big round there. It all expanded down.
Well,
but
it does.
The insulation is wonderful.
No, it's much warmer.
Much warmer round
that's
her.
good. We should save money in that area.
In that department.
Yeah.
Had all that done. And I've got to be honest, if I had the money, I probably would. I mean, she plumped up her cheeks.
What with?
Some Sif.
I was on the account of when he used to work for that cleaning firm.
Yeah, he had some of that in his back. And so
200 boxes of it.
200 boxes. So we just pricked her cheeks. Injected it in with a turkey baster.
Oh, right.
And it came out.
He worked for Bernard Matthews.
Yeah, he did. He works for Matthews. Of course, we put a couple of plasters over... Mr. Bump plaster over the hole for the cheek.
Okay. How'd that work then?
Do you know what? It's all right. If I had the money, as I say, I probably would have at least ensured that, her buttocks didn't expand quite so much as that.
No.
I probably would have kept one of her ears on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is if you'd have had the money.
Yeah, but
money does give you the choice.
Well, you say that.
Yeah,
but,
say that.
Has it made your brother any happier?
No, he can't go swimming, as I say. No. A real shame.
But what he used to with them castles, remember he used to advertise in the American...
That's how he made his money. Like, he's flogging like the idea of bouncy castles to America.
Oh, they love that. Well, what is it? It's a baronial castle.
Yeah, it's a baronial castle, yeah.
Oh, well, where can we see it? How much is the entrance fee?
Well, it's about 20 quid to get in, and you can have, for that, you get to look around the castle and take your shoes off when you're in there.
Marlene, you have to take your shoes off, presumably cut the carpets, the 17th century.
And then when you get on there, you just bounce over the ramparts.
Yeah, what?
You bounce over the ramparts.
Oh, and is this a normal thing that the Saxons used to do?
Oh, yeah, well, it's very much a medieval thing, this. Yeah, when they were defending their castle, they would make sure the bottom was bouncy.
Oh, okay.
So they could jump up, fire an arrow, go down, jump up, fire an arrow. They do it like that, you see.
They're the stuff that they will be sold, the Americans,
in
the name of heritage.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Oh,
tourism.
My God.
Tourism. Anyway, you can make loads of money off them.
The Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle Danders. I tell you, they'll all be coming, that lot. They'll all be coming to, the Chelsea Flower Show.
The Chelsea Flower Show.
All the Americans turn up with that, don't they? They love all that business. The Chelsea Flower Show.
Oh, they love all that.
You displaying this year? Or?
Yeah, of course I am, yeah.
What are you doing this year?
I'm doing my. I'm entered into the. Entered into one of the competitions actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Was it tropical or?
Yeah, no, I'm not using tropical flowers. I'm using flowers what is native to this country.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Well, good. Yeah, fly
Well,
the
and
flag.
seeing how it's spring, my design this year is made entirely out of daffodils.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Daffodils and watermelons.
Beautiful. What will you be?
I've got this great big structure that goes about 20 feet in the air.
Lovely.
And it's all made out of daffodils, and it's a great big knob.
But, sorry.
Great big knob.
Oh, a knob, yes.
It's a great big knob.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, at the base of it, it's two. I mean, I've been growing these all year now. We're using genetically modified bits and bobs you got off the internet.
Yes.
I've made these two huge watermelons.
Yes.
Just to stick at the bottom of the knob to make it look like
Right.
big balls.
Yeah.
And I painted them yellow.
Yes.
And then that's going to stay there for the duration of the show.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Royal
yeah.
Horticultural Society.
That's it.
They come round.
They come round and have a look
they
at my
judge
knob.
it.
And they come round and have a look at my knob and balls, and they go, "Oh yeah, that's 10 out of 10. Yeah, very good knob. That's one of the best knobs here."
Yeah. What section is that in? Is that
That's in the
the novelty?
section.
Oh, the sex
in the
section.
section. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there this year?
I'm displaying.
Are you displaying?
I'm displaying this year.
Right. What?
Yeah.
What? Tell me you through your design.
I've got. Well, I was gonna. My wife was gonna show off her clematis this year, but they didn't want it. So what we decided to do, we had a powwow. We sat down, we had a
you
powwow.
sit down, yeah.
And I said, I want to go in the novelty section.
Oh, gee, very unusual. Because you normally take this stuff very seriously.
Very seriously. You know,
Very seriously.
Very keen on it.
Very green fingers.
Well, my Margaret was green-fingered, but we had them taken off by Brian. As an accident.
Snipped them off.
He snipped them off by accident.
That's all right,
She said she wanted to
didn't need them anyway.
No, but so they
Didn't
were more
drive
red
anymore.
fingers by the time
okay,
he had to
right,
go. Anyway, I've got wonderful design. It's 2 mounds, beautiful mounds, featuring. I got some sweet peas.
Oh,
beautiful
yeah,
sweet
yeah,
peas.
yeah,
It's
beautiful.
like a carpet of sweet peas.
Oh, that's lovely. I
I've
like
got
it
a
already.
beautiful rhododendrons running up the middle between the 2 mounds.
Okay.
And what I'm hoping is, the Duchess of York or one of them who comes round.
All the royals.
And they come round, oh, hello, yes, hello, I'm Barry St. Michael. And what will you show? What do you call this design? I call it an arse.
An arse, yeah. Sweet pea arse.
Sweet pea arse.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, wonderful sense. And as she leans in to sniff it, I've got
Which she undoubtedly will do.
hose. It's going to squirt her in the face.
Oh, right, such
You
a
know,
one.
bring the house down.
It is in the novelty section, love.
No.
You know?
Yeah, it's a novelty section.
Yeah, it's in the novelty
You know,
section.
and have a bit of a laugh like
exactly.
that.
Of course you're going to get squirted from my bum.
Of course, from my bum.
Of course you
know.
was. Of course you was.
Barry St. Michael this year is displaying his bum, you know. The novelties section.
Watering bum.
Yeah, the watering bum.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know,
Anyone come round from the gardening world? Have a look at
Monty
that?
Don come to see mine.
Oh, King Dong's come to see
Oh,
mine.
has he come to see? Oh, wonderful.
Come all the way from America.
I'm reading his biography.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's a good one, isn't it?
What a wonderful...
What a wonderful piece of literature.
What a one... He was up for the Whitbread, Don.
Yeah, he's up for the Whitbread.
In his...
and I believe Dong was also up for the Man Booker.
I think it was.
Yeah, the orange... shortlisted for the Orange Man Booker.
Yeah.
King Dong.
Dong's work. I mean, it's... I
What's
think
it called?
was... it's called King Dong Merrily on High. I've got a copy of it here. King Dong's biography. I mean, it all features... I mean, he had a big winkle. That's basically the story.
That's it, isn't it?
You know, chapter 1, I've got a big one. Chapter
big
2,
winkle.
look at the size of that.
Winkle.
Chapter 3, that's enormous. Chapter 4.
Is it worth reading anything out?
Well, let's have a look. Oh, this is lovely. This is a wonderful chapter about his time at the Chelsea Flower Show. Let's see. Oh, this is a lovely, a very amusing passage here. It was 1978, and I was displaying my massive penis at the Chelsea Flower Show in London, England, in England. I was displaying it in the knob section. To my delight, Her Majesty the Queen Mother came along. My big tinkle was decorated with all kinds of flowers.
You look like a maypole.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, look, I read that bit there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll pick it up there.
It looked like a maypole,
It looked like a maypole.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Queen Mother came round.
Oh, bless her.
And I'm lying under the mud as I had been for 3 weeks with my... with my knob.
Pointing due upwards. Yeah.
With my knob in the air. I'd been there so long, some ivy had started to grow all the way up the length of my knob.
Oh, that's like a lot.
Yeah. The ivy had caught in amongst my pubes, and when the Queen Mother saw this, she got very, very worried indeed, and got her sack of toys.
Oh, God, that's right.
Remember?
I remember.
Yeah.
It was on Newsround.
Yeah, it was. And she started to hack away at this ivy.
Will
Unfortunately,
not leave things alone, will they?
No, they don't. The Royals just get stuck into everything. Like, they don't want to prove that they're sort of like hands on. Anyway, she starts hacking away at this ivy, and I'm underneath the mud, and I'm thinking, oh God, this is getting dangerous, you know. And then all of a sudden, clip, she takes a slice out of my length of salami.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I screamed. And, of course, she screamed because she thought, where the hell is that coming from? And I was underneath the mud, and I got up, and I had to... my knob was hanging out, and I had to say, I'm so sorry, madam. You weren't supposed to see this. Yeah, good book,
Oh, it's
isn't
a beautiful... I mean, God, it's a gift, isn't it, storytelling like that? It really is.
What a great tale.
It's a great time.
What a
It's all
great
in there, the
tale.
stuff, the day Marty Kane pulled on my ball bag. There's that chapter there. John Nettles and the mushroom exchange. And Helen Mirren, the day she sat on me by accident. I mean, it's all there.
But, I mean, he's lived a life, hasn't he, Dom?
Oh, blimey,
He's lived a
Dom.
life,
Oh,
you
I
know.
don't call him King Dong for nothing.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
lucky boy.
He's a lucky fellow, isn't he? Lucky
Don't forget, we're going on tour.
Yes.
And we'll be doing all this stuff about King Dong.
Yes, we might write it a bit.
We might do.
We might do a bit. Now,
Why
look,
not,
before
though?
we go, I quickly got to ask you
Oh,
this.
God, yeah.
Do you hear about this culture secretary? I had a relationship
I
with a cool
remember him,
girl,
yeah.
John Whittindale. He said, look, to be fair to him,
Yeah, we can go, yeah.
he met this woman on Match.com. And
Okay.
it says before
That's
he
the
was...
internet dating website, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Website.
And he says it was all a bit embarrassing. He didn't know she was a pro.
Okay. Well, easy mistake to make.
It is, isn't it?
Easy mistake to
I
make.
mean, that one you went out with, that Eastern European lady.
Oh, no, that's right. You know, I met her in a bar.
The clues were there.
And then we were there, like, in hindsight, it's
Yeah,
2020,
cool.
isn't it? But
Yeah.
at the time, you're thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I met her in this bar, and we sat down together, and I said, would you like a drink?
Yeah.
And she said, yes, I would like a drink,
Yeah,
you know.
nice.
I said, okay, you know, I was chatting her up and that. And she said, that drink's going to cost you 40 quid.
Yeah.
And I said, oh,
Oh.
I just paid for it.
Yes.
Like it was actually £5.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, no, that's not. But to buy me a drink, it's going to cost £40."
Well,
I thought, okay,
the ladies
okay, the
went along.
lady, no, the lady,
Yeah.
it's the lady,
yeah.
you know. So she says, okay. Anyway, I said, can I walk you, please,
Ooh,
to the...
yeah. As
can
a
I-
gentleman would,
Yes,
as a
can I walk
gentleman
you to your
would.
car, please?
Chivalrous.
And she said, yes, I'd love you to do that.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I walk her out of the foyer of the hotel, you know, to the pavement, to her motor and that. And then when we get to the motor, she says, thank you very much for doing that. That'll cost you 30 quid. Thank you. I'm like,
the
thinking,
alarm bells
well, they was in hindsight.
Yes, it's
In
easy.
hindsight, though, but I was
Yeah.
bowled over by her beauty,
yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, do you remember when I went out, before I met Margaret?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's going back in it, isn't it?
many I mean, the alarm bell should have been ringing.
Yeah.
This lovely lady, I bought her a rose. We went up in Soho Way.
Yeah.
Had a nice meal out together. The alarm bell should have been ringing. The big bloke sat next to her, she said it was her brother, with a baseball bat.
Okay.
And I said, well, it's been a lovely evening, and it was ever so nice because she pecked me on the cheek. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. And that cost me a $5, that, at the time.
The peck.
The peck.
That's a lot of money back then, isn't it?
And it must have, I don't know what I was thinking, but, I said, I'll give you a lift home. She sat in the front of the car, and any lady who winds down the window as you're driving, beckoning other men
to the window.
You
just thought she was a bit kinky.
I just thought she's been friendly.
Very nice, and
friendly. And that sort of thing, Yeah. But I don't know, got back and, there's a dungeon.
Okay.
There's various other women there.
Right.
There's a madam, which I just assumed was a French
mum.
or something, Yeah. And it was, and then it was a gonorrhea. Which probably in the end.
In the end, yeah. Well, this is it with some of these ladies, and I phoned her up. And I said, hello, how are you? She said, very well, very nice to hear from you,
Yeah,
because we were dating by this point.
Yeah.
And I was ringing her a lot. I rang her up and she said, before we carry on, this phone call will cost you £10.
Oh.
I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking, look, the course of true love never did run smooth,
Yeah.
You had to do whatever you have to do,
Yes.
Anyway, I said, would you like to go for a drink tonight? And she said, I would love to go for a drink tonight. Just to let you know, that'll cost you £50.
Right, and you thought she wanted you to splash out.
No, exactly. She just wanted me to show that I had the money to be with her. And I was happy to do that,
Well, when I split up with mine, eventually a similar thing happened with all that.
Yeah.
And I just said to her, look,
I'm not working out.
I'm just getting a funny feeling about this.
Yeah.
I think it's best if we part company. She said, I don't know what you're talking about. And we agreed to, disappear, go our separate ways. But before I did, it was so romantic. She just put a little finger on my nose, flicked my nose. I went, oh, bless you. She went, and that'd be 50p.
Oh.
Yeah. So that
was... When I
split
split up with mine,
eventually,
I said, look, you're a lovely girl, but I can't afford to do this.
No.
She's like, it's a lot of money. It's taking you out, to be boyfriend, girlfriend with you.
Yeah.
I'd like you to end it, please.
Please.
And she said, all right, you can end it. That's okay. But where are you? Where are you currently? What's your address?
Yes.
I said, okay, my address. I'm thinking she's going to come round and try and chat to me.
Yes.
I said, I gave her my address, and she says, all right, someone will be in touch with you. I said, I said, what? I said, what?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, someone will be. Anyway, she put the phone up, and how strange,
Yes.
Anyway, 5 minutes later, this bloke comes around, knocks on my door, I open the door, he's got his bat in his hand, and he swings and he smashes my knees in.
Oh, God, yes.
And I don't know who this was, this fella,
No.
and I just thought, this is what a terrible day this has been.
Yes.
Not only have I split up with my beautiful girlfriend,
but just by chance.
Just by complete coincidence, this bloke smashed my legs in.
Well, that's
terrible.
Well, that's...
Okay, well, there we go.
Look, please come and see the show. But we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Definitely. But come and see the show.
You can 13th of May. And if you're in other parts of the country, it's all advertised.
Oh, yeah, come and see the show.
Live Nation.
That's
go
it.
on their site.
That's it.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, all right. Bye.
Bye.